was it a private arrangement? Is this, it was a cow share, correct?
Yeah,
So,
well, we really were trying to change it to calling it more a cow ownership program, because they actually did own the cows, and they did pay their fee to purchase part of the cows. And so we had a list of cows that were in their name, kept a record as cows in their name.
Yes.
And then whenever that cows needed to be replaced, just as part of the normal culling procedures in the dairy business, then the replacement heifer would take that place. So we would keep record of the continuation of their cows. And so yeah, they owned the cows. They paid us a service fee to take care of them.
Right, and that's
in return got them.
And as the owner of the cow, they got to have their own milk.
Right.
So it is a private contractual arrangement that you're doing here. So
well, that was the past. That's what they just declared as not being legal because they're not true owners.
Oh goodness.
So that's what we had to rebuild, restructure, to hopefully now find a legal setup with the LLC that was founded to organize the members or the owners in, and yeah, so hopefully there'll be a stronger entity to have a contract with then, and that it would be declared as legal and acceptable. So we can start our business again.
People coming from 2 hours away to get raw milk, and my guess, this is a very motivated group to want to drive that far, to bypass 100 grocery stores on their way. And so the main driver is the raw milk, and without the raw milk, then there's not as much flow to the farm.
Right.
So your farm income has...
They have to be, because, I mean, they're organized in carpool groups.
Yes,
They come from that far away. Most of the time, an individual alone, it's too much, or too much driving. So they're organized in carpool groups, and yeah, so they have to organize their group also. So yeah, they have to be convinced that this is what they want.
Yes, right.
There's a thought process that leads to the decision to drink raw milk. If it's different than just picking something off the shelf in the grocery store, you know.
And your farm practices are biodynamic, which is even well, in my view, it's even better than organic. It takes in a whole different array of factors on a farm, and so to have biodynamic raw milk available would be very, very attractive and part of the longevity of your farm here.
And for some people that is a factor. There's certainly, I mean, the whole process of people coming to the farm to pick up the milk back in the mid-'80s that Mark was saying was initially started by people going to Waldorf schools, which the philosophy of Waldorf schools comes from the same person, Rudolf Steiner, that the biodynamic agriculture originally comes from. So there is a little bit of a connection between the people who first initially started the first purchasing of the first cows and the biodynamic practices. And yeah, it is a little bit more than just not using chemicals or not using antibiotics.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, let's hear more about biodynamics in the next film.